Brother, I want to make it fucking clear for you, okay? So fucking clear that you finish this video and you're like, holy fucking shit, it was super easy, I just didn't understand it before. I want to start it this way. If you ask rich people about money, it's hard, it's difficult, how is making money, this guy is gonna say it's normal. This guy is gonna say it's here, it's easy, it's hard. This guy is gonna say it's normal. Okay? It's gonna be like it's okay, so it shows that actually for him it's normal. It's like easy, it's like simple, it's like it's not like even easy. The moment you say like it's easy, you just like he does it's so fucking easy that he doesn't even describe it as easy as hard. Like it's like normal. Okay? Instead, if you ask broke people, bro, it's hard to how is making money? Oh bro, it's hard, bro, it's like, oh, you gotta struggle. And believe me, those guys doesn't have money in the bank account. Everybody who says to you, oh bro, you gotta struggle, bro, like those guys don't have money. Okay? Real wealthy people know that making money, I'm not saying that you should do nothing and then no. I'm saying that you gotta act in alignment, okay? But it's normal, it's something normal, it's a consequence of something, okay? And the single reason why for so many people it's hard to make money is because they see the problems, they see those things, they see it in an emotional way. Because the reality is that there are no such thing as problems. There are no such thing as problems, okay? There are no such thing as problems. Because what are problems? Problems are not problems. Problems are consequences of something that happened before. And you call it problem only because you attach so much, you see that this triggers you emotions, negative emotions, okay, and you call it problem. But that's not a problem, okay? This is a consequence plus your emotions, okay? And the fact that, remember that, there is always a simple solution to every single problem, okay? Because it's not a problem, it's a consequence, so there is a simple solution. But people who are so emotional, they see something, they see an obstacle, they don't, instead of saying, okay, what is the way to do that, like they ask, holy shit, this is an obstacle. Bro, I didn't even see it as an obstacle. I was already looking for the way to go. Like for me, it's a road. It's normal. It's not an obstacle. Like what you call obstacle, I don't even realize that it's an obstacle because I was already looking for the way out. That it, like for me, it's normal. That's the process. That's how it is, and that's not an obstacle. Okay, because you can see it as an obstacle only if you expect the road to be straight. Okay, but the road is not straight. So the moment you understand that the road is like that, you see that and you don't call it obstacle, you call it normal, you call it road, you call it process, okay? So normal people see that, they get emotional, okay? They get emotional and they say, holy shit, this is an obstacle, how do I overcome this obstacle in my life? And what do? They increase the sides of this obstacle, because this obstacle now, it's not only the real sides, is the real sides plus all the emotions that amplify what you see, okay? If you're in a good state, you see something, wow, this is super good. If you're in a bad state, you see something, you're like, oh shit, this is the worst thing happening in my life. It's not like that. This is normal. It's not good, it's not bad, it's not high, it's not low, it's normal. Well, the moment you say high, difficult, hard, you're putting your emotions inside, okay? And when people put their emotion inside, they see things as bigger than they really are, okay? And what happens is that they're like, oh, so if this is a big problem, it means that the solution is something difficult. So because there is always a simple solution, okay? There is always a simple solution, okay? In the surface, people see the simple solution, they say, no, that's a big problem, because they don't realize that it's not a fucking problem, okay? And they start digging, and they start going deep, and they start going deep. And after years, they're like, oh, I found the solution. Brother, it's not that you found the solution. You just removed your emotions and now you found the solution. You think that the solution, you have it now, but you already had the solution. The fact was that you wasn't ready to receive it because you believed that the problem was so big. Okay? So making money, it's normal. I don't want you to understand it's simple. It's like, it's normal. It's something, okay, it's a consequence of something. Okay? And if you continue going through life, doing business and in an emotional way, you will never be able to really achieve financial freedom. Because in business, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be wrong. And that's okay. That's the road, that's not the obstacle. Those 9 times are not the obstacle, those times are the road. Okay? Is the path. That's how it is. And if you see it as a problem, you will never be able to find the fucking solution. Yesterday I was doing a call with a manager in my company, and this guy was like, oh, the situation is fucked up. The situation is fucked up. Every single time I hear that, I start laughing. I was like, bro, you know why you're here? You know why you're a manager? You know why I'm paying you as a manager? No. Because you solve fucking problems. Like, it's your job to solve problems. But you can solve problems if you stop seeing them as problems and if you stop being emotional. If you start just like, this is from Trump. He's like, when something happens, when there's a problem, I just see it as a blip in my radar. Okay? And I learned this from a guy that I was coaching, actually. Okay? So, Nate, if you're watching this video, thank you, my bro. So, if you continue go through life with emotions, you will never be able to find real solutions to things. Not because there are not solutions, but because you don't want to see them. Because you expect the solution of something difficult to be something difficult. Instead, if I only ask you, as I did with the manager yesterday, and said, bro, okay, I don't want you to now think of the real solution. I want you to think of the simple solution. What is the simple solution here? Otherwise, the simple solution would be doing that, and that. Okay, can this really? But I was like, bro, can this work? And then he was like, oh yeah, it works. Brother, how many times should I tell you that, man, there are only simple fucking solutions? I already knew that he would have said yes, because I understood in life that the more you see business as fucking emotions, you will never be able to make fuck tons of money, because it's logical. Okay? So, if you really want to achieve something great, you stop listening to those gurus out there who talks about business as something hard or something like, because they are putting the emotions. Okay? And if they're putting the emotions, they are never gonna be able to really solve problems in an easy and simple and fast way. Okay? So business is simple, business is logical. I want you to put this into mind. Okay? Like, literally, I took a guy, I was doing consulting to this guy. This guy was like, he had a 1.5K client a month. Then he had like three $200 clients. I was like, oh, what the fuck is a $200 a client where you do a fuck tons of work? Then commission-based clients, okay? And like crappy clients. And I was like, what do you offer? And he sent me the offer. I was like, nah, bro, that's not good. Okay. Like, I had all the list of the clients. I literally took all the clients. I was like, bro, I'm gonna delete here. No, Denis, wait. Yes, bro, you don't need those clients. Fire everybody except for the 1.5K till you make the other offer, and then you're gonna remove also him. We built the new offer. Is like a super fucking offer. In 5 days we built it. It's gonna be a 10K offer a month. Okay, the work is gonna be way more delegatable, the offer is way more appealing, the target is way better fucking target, it's way more scalable, and nobody's doing that. Okay, and there are no such thing as objections as in the other offer. So actually, it's way easier so many times to say, like I was doing the same for me. I created an 18K offer, okay, and it was way more easy to sell that than the 1.5K offer. Why? Only because I wasn't thinking at the beginning in a rational and emotionless way. Okay? So, brother, I want you to put in the fucking mind that business is normal. And like you have to see, like making money is normal and business is simple, my bro. okay? Business is emotionless. Stop having emotions. Oh, I have to hire him, I have to hire him, I have to hire him, I have to fire him, I have to fire him, and I have to fire him. Done. That's how you wanna think. Done, done, done. Done, done, done. That's how you wanna think. Okay? Stop procrastinating things. And I was doing a coaching call today to one guy, and he was like, Denis, I'm playing soccer, I'm playing football, but I want to leave it because I want to focus on my personal brand and stuff like that. I was like, okay, so what do you want to do? And I don't know, because I'm feeling guilty and feeling those things and that, and that, and that. I was like, bro, you know what? It can happen two things. First of all, you jump, you leave soccer, you leave football, okay, and you focus all in on your personal branding, right? Okay, what's the worst thing that can happen? You become homeless, okay? You ends up in the road, and then, okay, you're gonna find out, you're fucking tall, bro. You're fucking big, you're old enough to find a fucking job, to become a setter online, to become a closer online somewhere, and you're gonna find a way to survive, okay? That's not gonna be the end of the game. Also, if you end up in the street for 3 days, bro, it's gonna be a new fucking experience. And second, and the worst case here, instead, but still, and what happens is that also if you figure out that the personal brand was the worst thing, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna come back in the football. But at least you're gonna do it with a committed mindset, because now you understood the lesson, so you're gonna succeed in football. But now, because you're stuck, you don't know what to do, you're doing nothing basically, okay? Option B, what happens is that you just go in, you figure out that this is what you want, you're super aligned, you kill it, you make fuck tons of money, and you're living the life that you want. Okay, now basically what are the worst case scenarios here is that, or you do nothing and you are fucking depressed, okay, or you die because something happens and you die. You're never gonna die, but also if you die, you're not gonna feel bad. Why? Because you're dead, so you don't feel bad. So that's not even a worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is you being depressed. You know what? If you see yourself how you're talking, bro, you are depressed. So now you're living in your worst case scenario. So you do A or you do B is still better than your current situation. Okay? So that's how you want to think in life. Making money is nothing more than stepping out of what you're doing, observing things, take a whiteboard. Okay, now this is clean because I'm rewriting it. You take a whiteboard, you write down, what do I want? I want that. Okay, what's the goal? Like, how do I do that? By doing that. And then how do I achieve that? By doing that. And then you go for the goal, you do the reverse engineering, you understand the single steps, you say, okay, so that's the single step. You get inside the single step. I was like, okay, how do I do the single step? I do the single step by doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G. After the G, I go to the second step. So you create the steps inside the single step, and then do that, aware of the fact that when you're gonna come at the G, you're gonna understand so many things, and probably the whole strategy will change. But that's the game, because your I had a cramp. Okay, your strategy when you build it, it's wrong. So you don't have to go through life expecting it to be right, but you have to start doing things, understanding where is this wrong, because it's wrong. Okay, you need to start to figure out that this is wrong. Okay, so only when you understand that this is wrong, you can fix it, and then you can win. Okay, that's how simple it is. And then once you figure out the strategy, you put yourself in the game, okay, and you start working. You put up your sleeves and you say, okay, let me live this fucking process, and you simply follow the single steps and you win in life. There's a single reason why people don't win. It's not because it's hard, because strategy is simple and doing things is simple. Okay, people win because they put the emotions inside, because they're like, oh, Dennis, but how can I do that? But it's hard. But you didn't even. Dennis, it's impossible. It's expensive, the 18K offer. Yes, man. Yes, man. And how do you sell it? I don't know, because he didn't even ask how to sell it, because his emotions of this is too expensive prevented him from asking the question, can I do it? How can I do it? What is the marketing I should do for it? And stuff like that. Okay, so the people don't achieve the goal first because they get emotional when creating the strategy. Okay, And because they create the strategy based on the current limiting beliefs, so it's not a fucking strategy. You achieve nothing at the end because you created it from your limiting beliefs. And second, when they step inside, they see that something changed. Oh shit! So no, this was wrong. Instead of being grateful that they understood the mistake where it was wrong, because they need all the single step to understand where actually it's wrong and correct it, there's like, oh shit, no, it didn't work. If I ask you something very simple, there are 100 glasses, okay? All 100 glasses in a table, okay? You don't see what is inside the glasses, and inside one glass there is a ball, okay? What do you do? I'm like, bro, you have to find the ball. What do you do? What do you do? You open them one by one. But why? What if you're wrong? And you say me, Dennis, yeah, but the more I'm wrong and the more my probability of being right are higher. So you, at the beginning, you have 1%, 1 of 100, you're gonna be right. Then after a second attempt, 1 every 99, you're gonna be right. Then 1 every 99, then 1 out of 2, and then you're gonna fucking win. And so the more you make mistakes and the more you're grateful, if you put it this way. But people never understand like that life is the fucking same, only because they don't see the 100 of glasses, they see only one, and they are so scared of opening it because they're like, what if there's not the ball here? Bro, step out of your game and see that there are 100,000 unlimited fucking glasses around yourself. Okay? But you will never be able to step out if you don't see if you are emotional. So, brother, my lesson for today is stop being emotional and start being logical. You have to listen to your logic and to your gut feeling, not to your emotions. Your emotions are a tool that you use as the fuel for riding the car. But if you drive based on, I don't know, the emotions, you're gonna go where the emotion goes. Instead, your emotions are like the wind that you use in your favor. The sailboat can go also against the wind because it goes zigzag, so it can also go against, it uses the wind to go against the wind. And you can do the same, okay, if you use emotion as fuel, not as a direction. Okay, direction is gut feeling and logic. Okay, direction is destination is the gut feeling. Direction is the logic, and the fuel are the emotions. And you condition your emotions to feel as the fuck you need to feel in order for do those things. That's how it is. Okay, that's from me. That's not from somebody else. So if you have to copy this quote, write down Denis below. I'm joking. You can also not do it, but it was a very beautiful quote. Like, destination is the gut feeling. Okay, the destination is the gut feeling, the direction is the logic, and the fuel are the emotions. Okay, so brother, I'm gonna leave you with this beautiful quote I'm very proud of, and I'm gonna see you in the next beautiful video. I love you, man.